Hello and welcome to a new episode of the FPL Secret. Hello there, my name is Zekret and today we are going to speak about Man City choices and we're going to discuss if Haaland would be enough as a loan asset from City. By looking on how Pep achieved the triple last season, he used this squad with that formation most of the time. But will he use the same strategy this year? Probably yes. Actually, a lot of managers start using Pep's formation, and that's because it gets the best out of each player and makes them take smarter decisions during the game. And that goes back to the many rules that each one play. Of course, they don't copy it as it is, but exchanging rules in defense and midfield is now becoming popular. In the past, it used to be the attackers and the wingers who are exchanging rules. Now it's way different. Everybody literally is exchanging rules. So, getting back to the question, would Haaland be enough? We all have Haaland. I don't think the quality of Haaland is a matter of discussion in the first place. It would be insane if you go without him. But with the two other spots, who is the player that we can't trust as we trust Haaland? A lot of times last season we used to say that the premium combination between Haaland and De Bruyne would absolutely smash it. But last season we had a lot of cheap options that allowed us to do that. This season it's almost impossible. Cause why would you get De Bruyne at 10.5 mil if you can get another premium as Salah or Kane? Or even Bruno Fernandes at 8.5 mil. So if it's De Bruyne alongside Haaland is what crossed your mind, the answer is no. Okay, the second thing that will cross your mind after that is thinking of a defender. Let's take a look. According to last season, those three should be nailed. Aki is the cheapest, coming at 5 million. I think he could be a great option if nailed. Better than Diaz in both the price and the attacking threat as well. But Stones in the inverted rule is a very dangerous player. It's very tempting to pay the extra 0.5 mil and get him instead of Aki. So it's going to be between Stones at 5.5 million and Aki at 5 million. The fourth defender might be Vardiol if he signs for Man City. I think he will. And if not, it's gonna be between Walker and Akanji. Laporte and Cancelo most probably are going to leave, and Walker could leave to Bayern as well. You might think of Rico Lewis as a threat for the other defenders' minutes. Or actually he is too young, I don't think he's gonna get much minutes anyway. No. I will not mention Ederson. He's a terrible goalkeeper. I don't think I'll ever want him in my team. It's like you're buying a goalkeeper with the option of saves turned off. And if you don't get the clean sheets, then you get nothing. Just 2 points. Always 2 points. I do hate that goalkeeper. But before rushing into any Man City defender, we should ask ourselves a question. How many clean sheets could Man City get? Let's say after the first 8 game weeks, because I know some people will be thinking of wild carding after game week 8, after the international break. If we take a look at the fixtures here, we're going to find that there are 3 home games and 5 away games. The 3 home fixtures are going to be against Newcastle, which is going to be a difficult fixture, and against Fulham and Nottingham Forest. I think Fulham and Nottingham Forest could be handy, so that's 2 clean sheets. And for the 5 away games, Arsenal is difficult. Sheffield and Wolves could be easy. So that's another 2 clean sheets, and we had 2 befores, makes them a total of 4 clean sheets. And the remaining 2 away fixtures are against Burnley and West Ham. For those 2, I think it might be tricky. Burnley, for example, at Turf Moor, the first game of the season, after returning to the Premier League. Under Vincent Kompany, the lads will try to present themselves again to the crowd and against the Premier League champion. The odds are that they should definitely lose, but I would say they will score, even if they got beaten. With the good football they are playing, they are absolutely a threat. For West Ham, I think it's 50-50. We saw by the end of the last season that West Ham got better and won the Conference League, so that might continue. I know they lost Declan Rice to Arsenal, but they still have quality in the attackers with Bowen, Benrahma, Danny Ings, and even Baketa. And don't forget that Suchik, Zuma, and Agard are very dangerous in the set pieces, so it's gonna be difficult. So the total could be 4 to 5 clean sheets in the first 8 games. Makes it a 60% probability for clean sheet. So would you take that, or you think you can get more by rotating some other cheap defenders? It really depends on the team that you choose and your long-term strategy with defense. Because if you have Stones, for example, I don't think you're gonna bench a Man City defender at any time, especially at 5.5 million. So yeah, some might drop Man City defenders in their final draft. I know that if someone is thinking of tripling up on Man City and he has Haaland and a defender, the third spot is gonna be either Grealish or Phil Foden. Let's take a look. My favorite pick is going to be Grealish. Jack Grealish is now untouchable in Pep's starting 11 because of what he is capable of doing all along the left side. And also when he exchanged roles with the two midfielders and dropped to the middle, he does a brilliant job. He's really a bowler and he can keep the position for a long time. In Pep's formation, literally there is no full backs. Aki usually drops as a third defender in the back and Stones stays in the inverted role. So the wingers are essential on the both sides. And offensively, they do all the job. Except when the two mids who used to be De Bruyne and Gundogan gets in advanced spots and lose the ball. That's when the wingers go all the way back to cover them in defense. The best one who will do all what Pep says and also has the physicality and the speed to match the rate is Grealish. So he will always be there in the starting 11 for sure. I think he will only drop him occasionally later in the season when they have a busy schedule. For Phil Foden, it really depends. Is Mahrez leaving? What about Bernardo Silva? Could Julian Alvarez take the third spot in attack sometime? I think if Mahrez is leaving, Foden becomes a serious option because we all know how explosive he is and he's greedy as well, more than Grealish. And I think if Bernardo is staying, he's gonna take Gundogan's role more often and he's gonna be rotating with Kovacic. And for Julian Alvarez, he doesn't start in that spot much. He's usually a replacement for De Bruyne or Haaland. So I guess we will decide later on Foden when we see how the final squad for City looks like. But I think you can decide on liking and subscribing to the channel right now. If you like the video, of course. So tell me your thoughts in the comments and who you're gonna pick alongside Haaland. And until next time then, see ya.